Hello everyone, Lit here, and welcome to episode 5. And this episode will be about Uber Elder. And for Uber Elder fight, you will need decaying fragments. And how you get this fragment is from T17 map, and there's two maps that is biased towards this fragment, and that is Fortress and Sanctuary. And for the fight itself, this is a very difficult fight. You're basically fighting Shaper and Elders at the same time. And they also going to have all the full skill at the full power. So the Shaper boss will shoot 3 balls instead of 1, and Shaper also going to use the bullet hell, and the Elder Circle will have 3 layers instead of 1. It's going to hold you a bit longer, and this fight generally is very tough to do because there's just too many things happening at the same time. So you kind of need a really strong build, and I don't know if you have a way to skip all the phases, so I don't think Glass Cannon work on this one. So for the target farms, number 1 is Soul Ascensions. In this glove, if you get at least +6 to maximum number of Eden Soul, it worth at least 2 div. And of course, the better the rolls, the better the price will be. And the next one is Courier of Decay. This one worth 2.5 div. And the third one is Decaying Radical Key. This one worth at least 5 divine. And the next one is Void Forge, and I think this one is the cheapest one, is 28 divine. And the next one is Sublime Visions. This is the same with Uber Shaper. If you sell it on ID, the cheapest one is 38 divine. And the last one is Water Eye item level 87. This is basically the same with item level 86. It is going to have 3 mods, and if you sell it on ID, it worth around 11 div. So after doing 100 runs, I got 27 Water Eyes, I got 2 Courier, 6 Orb of Dominance, 2 the Gulf, 8 Soul of Ascensions, but only 3 that have a good roll, so I only going to count 3 on the profits, and this make the total profit 335 divine. So for the cost for one set, it means 5 decaying fragments. I buy it at 4.5 divine per set, and this make the total cost 450 divine. And the net profit is minus 115 divine, so I lose 115 divine. And even though I lose 115 divine, I still want to show this because this can happen when you do bossing, especially if you do boss with a very expensive entry like this one or Uber Maven. You really need to hit the RNG. If you lose the RNG, you're going to lose big too. But if you win the RNG, you're probably going to win big too. And I think for this one, the problem is also the price of decaying fragments. It's probably because this is end of the league, so the supply is not that many. I do have a problem buying this one, and that's basically make the price a little bit higher, I think so, because I think before the price is not supposed to be 0.9 per fragments. I think it's supposed to be 0.6 to 0.7. So for me personally, I really do not like this fight. I really do not like to farm this boss because number 1, the fight is really hard, especially because I'm using minion builds. The minion keep dying left and right. I mean, it's not happen often, but it does happen sometimes, and it's kind of annoying because this boss hits very hard, especially Shaper because of the cold penetrations. Even for my character, the cold pen doesn't really work because of my setup, but my minions still take the cold penetrations. For the reward itself, it's really depending on RNG, like if you really get a lot of Water Eye or Super Visions. In this one, I do not get any Super Vision at all. Based on the Uber Shaper run, I'm supposed to get like 1 or 2, but yeah, I mean, RNG is RNG, sometimes you just lose. And because the entry is really expensive, so I don't think this is a good way to farm. This is probably a fight that you will do after you get quite a lot of currency and you don't mind with the risk because the risk is quite high. So I think that's it about the video. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. That will help the channel a lot. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next one.